Hey everybody, it's Bear Review Stuff, and today we will be taking a look at the Universal Century High Grade RX-178 Gundam Mark II Titans version. So as we all know, the Titans have cooler mobile suits than the AUG. I don't care if the AUG has Char, this is badass. Okay, so for the base mobile suit itself, it's the Mark II. I painted in some extra detail and everything here and there, and I paneled it, and I put the stickers on incorrectly. It's not the original high grade Mark II, it's the Revive. As far as price and everything, the Mark II right here should cost you about 1,500 yen, which is around $15 US dollars. However, I picked this up on Amazon for about 20, almost 30. As far as the box itself goes, right? You got a nice box art of the Mark II and the Hyzak right there, which for the longest time I'm like, what the hell is that Zaku? Because I hadn't watched Zeta. As you can see, I did do the stickers wrong. One's supposed to be on the knee, one up on the shoulder, which I got right. And then there's supposed to be one on the back of the hip skirt. I did not do that. Oh, and I painted the back wrong. For the thrusters, those ones aren't supposed to be colored, but I colored them. But no, it comes with markings for units 1, 2, and 3. I marked mine number 1. I marked my Jim as number 3. And my GM Sniper 2 as number 2. As far as accessories go, you get Vulcan Pod, Beam Rifle, Bazooka, Shield, and the 2 beam sabers on the back, on the backpack, as well as 2 beam effects for said beam sabers. Now, for the Vulcan Pod, this came molded in that purplish plastic that both the weapons were molded in, and the joints. So I had to paint that black, and I had to put on a little red there and there. I used Chevy engine red because it's the closest I could find to what they were wanting, and I already had like a whole thing of Chevy engine red. And then it has a green foil sticker on there, and to pop it on, you just slide it onto the head and it clicks into place. Granted, it screws with the mobility of the head a little bit, but it's fine. As for the, I believe it's the Hyper Bazooka. Yeah, it came molded in this plastic. It's 4 pieces. This is 1 piece. This triggers 1 piece, handles 1 piece, and can move back and forth. And then the rest of it is just 2 whole pieces. And then you got a green foil sticker. Beam rifle, piece for the barrel, and 2 pieces, and then 1 piece for other handle, which can go up and down. And again, green foil sticker. And then the shield. Shield is 4 pieces, right? Or is it 5? No, it is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can see it comes with 2 extra clips for the beam rifle, but you can't take them off of here. And then a little adapter just plugs into the back of the arm, like so. And then the shield, you can take it apart like this. Yeah, so it is 5 pieces because that red piece that's a whole piece. And then you can plug the shield up like that for storage. Now, I had another adapter piece for this so that you could just put it on the back here, but I lost that piece. Also, taking into consideration that I got this kit for Christmas last year. So it's been a minute since I've had to deal with a lot of the extra parts. As far as getting the weapons in the hand, for the beam saber, you just take it off the backpack, plug in the beams, and then slide into the hand, and they're not going anywhere. Oh no. Very stable connection there. And then for attaching the hyper bazooka or beam rifle, just open up the back of the hand, slide the weapon into the hand, put the back of the hand back on the hand, and you're good to go. That's simple. And same deal for the hyper bazooka. Now, for some height comparisons, I have the high-grade GM from Gundam Build Fighters GM's Counterattack. And then I have the high-grade G-Self from G-Reco. Yeah. Which I made a review for both of those other kits. Go watch them. They're not that bad. And as I noticed, I've actually added more stickers to the Gym. I've been taking extra decals from every kit I've been getting and slapping them onto this guy. Fun for the whole family. So, as far as articulation for the Mark II goes, he's actually really good, for what he is. I'm going to start off doing it with the Vulcan pod attached to the head, right? So, yep, okay, so he can go up that far with it, down that far, and you can turn that far, but it'll force his head down, and you can turn that far. Now, without it, you can full 360, go up that far, down that far, and you can sort of side to side, but yeah. Then he's got a giggity a little bit. The poly caps on the shoulders for this one are the same style you have in the Gym. So instead of going back and forth, it goes up. And the polycap has, it's very tight, but it has its own extra armor piece there, which is really cool. And that just goes up that far. Yeah. It's insane in the membrane. And then it's all ball joint. Do everything a ball joint can do. Yeah. I actually really like these shoulders though. There are 3 pieces on them. It's cool. Yes. So the backpack has ball joints for these thrusters and beam saber holders. I cemented the backpack on because it kept falling off if I didn't. Now as far as the rest of the arm goes, you got rotation at the bicep, double bend, perfect double bend at the elbow. I love it. Ball joint, the rest can do everything a ball joint can do. Hooray for ball joints. Now for the chest, you got it's on a ball joint. You can do everything a ball joint can do. You can go that far, and a little bit of wiggle. The chest can bend forward that far. Back not so far. Rotate. Yeah, we went over that. Cool. What else? Right, legs. So as for the legs, these were, one piece and you can separate them. As far as forward, legs can go that far forward without moving that up further and trying to move that out of the way. You can kick up that far, but the weight of his leg brings it down a little because it's a pretty heavy leg. Go out that far. He can basically do perfect splits, almost. Yeah, he can do perfect splits. He can go back that far because butt skirt. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Weapon storage. You can store the hyper bazooka right in there. And then you can store the beam rifle on there. It looks a little bit weird, not gonna lie. Right. As far as the legs go, I already went over back and forth movement. You can bend that far, which is alright. I mean, he's got really bulky legs. Kind of almost remind me of a Dom, especially at the waist here. Yeah. They got nice detail in him too, because you can see he's got like piping in there. It's nice. And then you got a hinge here at the ankle, which is pretty cool. Then you got a ball joint at the foot, so it has a giggity. And then the ankle guard is actually put on the foot instead of the leg, which is pretty cool. And then you can bend it that much, and then that much, down that far, up that far. So let's see if you bend them both. Whoop. You can get them going low for limbo. That was horrible. And then this joint in here. Whoops. If you can get it into the camera, can back and forth a little bit. No. Oh no, it can't. Okay, this is before they started doing that. Cool. But yeah, it has a port for action bases. Let's see, what else are we missing here? I feel like we're missing something. What are we missing? We did height comparisons, we did accessories, we did articulation. What are we missing? I feel like there's supposed to be a joke in here. Did someone say Kamile? That's strange. Thought I heard a girl's name. But that looks like a dude. Wait, no, I don't want to get in that trap. Oh, Jared, you fool. Anyways. Yes, so yes, the final thing. Of course, as always, with any Gundam model kit or any model kit in general or whatever else. Wait, nope. Hold up. One last surprise size comparison. Iron Man from the Marvel Legends series. The Avengers one. Anyway, so yes, as always, the question is, when it comes to these things or anything really, should you buy this and do you really want to buy this? I'd say for the price they're asking, definitely. Like, there's a general rule when it comes to revive kits, right? If it's there, and if it's not hella expensive, go for it. You will not regret it, because these revive kits are fantastic. They're not too incredibly complicated as far as builds go. This guy took me like an hour and a half. I built him and a lot of the other kits I got all on the same day because I got them for Christmas. I got him. I got him, the G-Self, the Vidar, Gym Sniper 2, and what was the last one? Yeah, that's it. That's what I got Christmas Day, and then Exia arrived New Year's Eve. But yeah, I'd say fucking go for it. He's sturdy as a brick. His feet, I mean, he's got big legs. He's got chonky legs. He's got thick legs. And he won't fall over unless you knock him the fuck over. He can hold almost any pose, and he looks great on an action base, actually. The only issue is you're going to have to do a little bit of painting if you want it accurate. Mostly on the weapons. because this entire weapon was molded in that grayish purple plastic, as was this. And the paint guy didn't tell you how to properly paint these. And on the image of the box, it's not clear if this is supposed to be black and if these are supposed to be black, but this for sure was not painted on there. So I didn't paint this, didn't paint this, didn't paint this, and painted the rest of it, because that's what looked right to me, especially based off the original Gundam's bazooka. And then the Vulcan pod. It will restrict that head movement like all hell. But it looks kind of cool. I'll admit, when I first got this, I didn't know this was a Vulcan pod. I thought it was some kind of command unit thing, or whatever. I thought it had something to do with it being a prototype, because I remember distinctly seeing the HGUC version of this kit, and it didn't seem to have this. So I'm like, oh, well, maybe that's because it's, the prototype. Because the Titans version is a prototype. But no. Yeah, it's just a Vulcan pod. I don't remember who piloted Unit 1 for the Mark II. I do believe it was Jared. If not, it was the female, because I remember... No, Jared was supposed to pilot number 3, but Kamile, stole it. Yeah. Zeta was a sad series, by the way. Yeah, I'd say go for it. It's a great model kit. It's a fun build. It's a sturdy build. I've carried this thing around town in my pocket before. It's not going to break. It's not going to fall apart on you. It is sturdy as a fucking rock. But no. I believe our next review is... Oh, well, why would I spoil that here? And I might have a special video coming soon, depending on what happens tomorrow. Yeah. Well, this has been Bale Review Stuff, and this has been the Mark II Titans version of the Gundam Mark II Titans version from Zeta Gundam. And I believe that's about it for now. Ciao.